Welcome to Sleeping Centuries. Tonight we are not travelling through history. Tonight we are simply arriving. Stepping through a heavy wooden door into the warmth and darkness of a Viking Longhouse on a winter night. Outside the rain is falling, the wind is moving through the pine forest. The world beyond these walls is cold and dark and vast. But inside there is fire, there is warmth, there is the soft sound of breathing, the quiet settling of a household finding its rest. Tonight there are no battles, no raids, no dramatic moments of history. Tonight there is only this: a single longhouse, a single fire, a single winter night in the Norse world. So find your comfortable position now. Let your body sink into wherever you are resting. The door is closed behind you. The rain cannot reach you here. The fire is warm. And the night is just beginning. Let us begin. Stretches before you, long and low against the tree line, built from heavy timber, its roof thick with turf and snow, solid and patient against the weather. Warm light seeps through the narrow gaps around the door, orange and flickering, alive. From inside you can hear the low crackling of the central fire, the occasional soft sound of movement, the quiet murmur of a household settling towards sleep. You push open the heavy wooden door. The warmth hits you first. After the cold, wet air outside, the heat of the longhouse wraps around you like something physical, like stepping into an embrace. The smell reaches you next: wood smoke, animal warmth, dried herbs hanging from the rafters, the faint, sweet smell of hay and wool, and the particular earthiness of a place where people have lived and eaten and rested together for many years. You step inside and pull the door closed behind you. The rain is silenced. Outside continues without you. The longhouse stretches before you in both directions, long and narrow, the ceiling low and darkened with years of smoke, rough-hewn timber beams running the length of the roof. And there in the centre, running the entire length of the earthen floor, the fire. Not a roaring fire, not the fire of celebration or feast, but the quieter fire of a winter night settling toward its deepest hours. Long embers glowing red and orange, occasional small flames finding purchase on the larger logs, casting its warm, unsteady light across everything. Along both walls, the raised sleeping platforms stretch the full length of the building, covered in furs and woven wool. And beneath those furs, the quiet shapes of sleeping people. The household of this longhouse has come to rest. You find a place near the fire, settle into the warmth, and for the first time since you arrived in this cold Norse night, you are completely still. Watch the fire for a moment. There is nothing quite like a fire at night to quiet the mind. This particular fire has been burning since before dawn. It has cooked the morning porridge and the evening stew. It has warmed the hands of children coming in from the cold. It has lit the faces of the household through the long, dark hours of this winter day. And now, in the deep hours of the night, it has settled into this. A long bed of glowing coals, patient and steady, doing its quietest and most important work, keeping the darkness and the cold at bay while the household sleeps. The coals shift occasionally with a soft sound, a gentle settling, like the longhouse itself breathing. Small flames appear and disappear, finding a dry patch of wood, burning briefly orange and gold, then subsiding again into the deeper red glow. The light it casts is not the harsh, bright light of day. It is something older and softer than that, something that human eyes have been reading by firelight long enough that the brain itself seems to slow in its presence. The flickering patterns on the rough timber walls, the way the shadows move and settle, the way the warmth reaches your face and hands while the air just above your head remains cooler. This is a fire that does not demand anything of you, does not illuminate anything sharply enough to require attention or response. It simply exists, warm and present and endlessly shifting within its own patient rhythms. Your eyes grow heavy watching it. This is what fire has always done to human beings in the deep hours of night. For tens of thousands of years, before electric light changed everything, this was the last thing human eyes watched before sleep claimed them. The slow dance of embers, the gentle settling of coals, the warmth that asks nothing in return except that you close your eyes and rest. Look around you now at the sleeping household. Along the left wall, closest to the door, the farmhands and thralls have settled into their rest. Simple wool blankets pulled tight against the night cold that seeps under the door despite the fire. Their sleep is the deep, uncomplicated sleep of physical labour, bodies that have worked hard since before dawn, carrying and building and tending animals through the short grey Norse day. Now they are completely still, completely surrendered, the sleep of people who have earned their rest completely. Further along the same wall, two young brothers have tangled themselves together in their sleeping furs the way children always have and always will. One has flung an arm across the other. Both of their faces, in repose, look younger than they do in daylight. The particular vulnerability of sleeping children, unchanged across every culture and every century. The mother of those children is nearby, her breathing deep and regular. She has been awake since long before dawn, as she always is, managing the household, preparing food, keeping the fire, tending to the endless work that keeps a Norse farm functioning through the brutal demands of winter. Her rest is well earned, more deeply than almost anyone else here. Along the right wall, near the far end of the longhouse where the sleeping platform is slightly wider and the furs slightly thicker, the head of the household and his wife have found their own rest. He is not a famous man. His name will not appear in any saga. He is simply a farmer. A good one. A man who knows this land and this weather and these animals completely, whose entire world is contained within the borders of this farm, this family, this fire. There is something deeply peaceful about that kind of life. The small, complete world, the clear purpose, the uncomplicated relationship with work and rest and season. Near the centre of the longhouse, close to the warmth of the fire, an old woman sits propped against the sleeping platform. She is not quite asleep yet. Her eyes half closed, watching the fire with the unhurried patience of someone who has watched many fires burn down through many long winter nights. She has seen much in her long life, seasons beyond counting, births and deaths, and the endless turning of the Norse year. She watches the fire now with something that is not quite sadness and not quite contentment, but exists quietly somewhere between the two. The particular expression of a person who has lived long enough to understand that the fire burning tonight is essentially the same fire that has always burned. That the people sleeping in this longhouse tonight are essentially the same people who have always slept in longhouses, in caves, around fires, beneath the same patient stars. Eventually, even her ancient eyes grow heavy, and she too surrenders to the night. Listen. The rain has found the longhouse roof. It arrives quietly at first, a soft, irregular sound against the thick turf overhead, each drop absorbed into the earth and grass of the roof without drama, a gentle percussion. Then more of them, finding their rhythm, building into a steady, soft presence above you. The turf roof is thick, layered and dense, built over generations to keep exactly this kind of winter rain completely outside where it belongs. Not a single drop reaches the interior. But the sound of it reaches you, filtered and softened by all that earth and grass overhead, arriving as something closer to texture than sound, a presence above the longhouse rather than a threat to it. The fire hisses very slightly in response to some subtle change in air pressure, then settles back into its patient burning. Outside, the rain is doing what rain always does to a Norse winter night, making the darkness complete, making the boundary between inside and outside absolute. Out there, the path between buildings has become mud. The woodpile is wet. The animals in the barn at the far end of the longhouse shift in their stalls, listening to the rain on their own section of the roof. But in here there is only warmth and firelight and the muffled, soft sound of rain doing its work on the world outside. There are few better feelings than being inside during rain, being warm while the weather proves its indifference to human comfort just beyond a wall or a roof. The contrast makes the warmth feel warmer, makes the shelter feel more sheltering, makes the fire feel more essential and more generous than it would on a dry, still night. The sleeping household breathes on around you, unhurried, completely untroubled by the rain. The children do not stir, the farmhands do not wake. Even the old woman, finally surrendered to sleep in her corner, is still and silent. The rain falls on the roof, the fire burns in the center, and the longhouse holds everything inside it with the patient solidity it was built to provide. At the far end of the longhouse, separated from the sleeping area by a low wooden partition, the animals have settled into their own rest. This was the design of the Norse longhouse, humans and animals sharing the same long building through the winter months, practical beyond question. The body heat of cattle and sheep adding measurably to the warmth of the space, the sounds and smells of animals becoming simply part of the texture of winter life. The cattle stand in their stalls, their large, calm breathing audible as a soft rhythm beneath the sound of the rain. Occasionally one shifts its weight, a quiet movement, a hoof against the earthen floor, then stillness again. Cattle are patient creatures, particularly at night. They seem to understand the rhythms of the farm as well as any human inhabitant. That night is for stillness. That morning will bring movement and feeding and the particular social negotiations of the herd. But night is for this. For standing quietly in the warm dark and allowing time to pass. The sheep are wool and warmth pressed together in their corner, their collective breathing creating its own small weather system of heat and moisture. A dog lies near the partition between the animal area and the human sleeping space, brown and large and deeply asleep, its paws occasionally moving in some dream of running. Its presence is both practical and comforting, a guardian even in sleep, aware at some level below consciousness of everything that happens within and around this building. The sounds from the animal end of the longhouse blend with the sounds from the human end into something unified and whole. Breathing and fire and rain, cattle shifting and children sleeping, the creak of timber settling in the cold. These are the sounds of a household at rest, a complete and functioning world contained within these four walls on this winter night. Nothing missing, nothing required. Everything that matters to the people sleeping here is within these walls or waiting safely for morning. The outside world, with all its vastness and its cold and its darkness, is simply outside, and inside is simply this, warm and quiet and whole. Just shapes beneath furs, just the sound of breathing in the dark. The rain on the roof has settled into its own rhythm too, neither increasing nor decreasing, simply continuing, steady and patient, and completely indifferent to whether anyone is awake to notice it. This is the deepest part of the night, the part that the Norse called the still hours, when even the most restless minds have finally surrendered, when the world outside has gone as quiet as it ever gets. The cold has deepened outside too, the kind of deep winter cold that presses against walls and windows and every gap it can find. But the fire holds it back, has always held it back. In the sleeping household, nothing moves. The children's breathing is slow and deep, the kind of breathing that comes from the body's deepest levels of rest, where dreams happen without interruption and the hours pass without the dreamer knowing. The farmhands are equally still, the complete and absolute stillness of people whose bodies have nothing left to do but recover. Even the cattle at the far end of the building have reached their own deepest quiet, their breathing barely audible now beneath the rain. The old woman in her corner has found a stillness that looks like peace. Whatever her long life has cost her, whatever weight the years have placed upon her, sleep has temporarily taken all of it away. Her face in this darkness looks simply rested, simply human, simply old. The fire shifts once, a log settling further into the coals with a soft sound, a brief increase in flame, then back to its deep, patient glow. The longhouse breathes around you, patient and solid and warm. Outside, the rain continues. Outside, the Norse winter night continues. Outside, the darkness presses against the walls, and the cold waits for morning, when it will have to retreat again before the pale winter sun. But inside is only this. There is a particular quality to a Norse winter night that people who have only known milder climates cannot quite imagine. The darkness is not simply the absence of light, it is a presence in itself, deep and complete and total, in a way that modern electric light has made most of us forget was ever possible. In the depths of a Scandinavian winter, the sun barely rises, offering perhaps a few hours of pale grey light before retreating again, leaving the world to the dark for the remaining 20 hours. This darkness shaped the Norse people in ways that are difficult to overstate. Their mythology is full of it. Their gods are creatures of extremes, light and dark, summer and winter, the endless battle between warmth and cold that define the rhythm of every year. Odin himself is a god of darkness as much as wisdom. His ravens, Hugin and Munin, thought and memory, fly through the dark world gathering what the light cannot reach. The Norse understood that darkness was not the enemy of life. It was its necessary companion. The winter that seemed to threaten everything was the same winter that made summer precious. The darkness that pressed against the longhouse walls was the same darkness that made the firelight inside feel like a miracle. They did not fight the winter darkness. They built their lives around it, made their homes a fortress of warmth against it, gathered their families and their animals and their fires, and created something complete within the darkness rather than despite it. This longhouse tonight is that completeness, this warmth, this firelight, these sleeping people and breathing animals and rain on the roof. All of it exists because the darkness outside required it, called it into being. The cold that presses against these walls is the same force that makes everything inside them feel essential and precious and exactly right. You are inside that warmth now, part of that completeness. The darkness outside is doing what darkness has always done, making the light inside feel like enough, making the warmth feel like more than enough, making this simple shelter feel like everything anyone could need. Which, tonight, in this deep Norse winter night, it is. The night is moving toward its far edge now, still dark, still deep, but somewhere impossibly far away, beyond the forest and the mountains and the vast cold Norse sky, the machinery of morning has begun its slow turning. Not yet, not for hours yet, but eventually, as it always does. For now, the Longhouse holds its deep nighttime stillness. The fire has burned to its lowest point, just coals now, no flames. Just the steady red glow of heat stored in the wood that has been feeding this fire since morning. The light is minimal, just enough to see the rough outlines of the sleeping forms, just enough to know that the fire still lives and is still doing its quiet essential work. The rain has softened further, down to the lightest possible presence on the roof. More the memory of rain than rain itself, a whisper of it, barely there. The animals have reached their deepest sleep too, the cattle standing completely motionless, the dog in its corner utterly still except for the slow rise and fall of its breathing. This is the hour when the Norse believed the boundary between worlds was thinnest, when the 9 worlds of Yggdrasil pressed close against each other, when the veil between the living and the dead and the dreaming grew permeable. Not frightening, the Norse did not fear their dead the way some cultures do. The dead were simply elsewhere, nearby, occasionally present in dreams, occasionally felt in the particular atmosphere of certain places at certain times. Perhaps they are here now in this longhouse, the ancestors who built these beams, who slept in these same spots through their own winters, who tended their own fires and raised their own children and eventually passed this place and this knowledge and this warmth onto those who came after them. There is a continuity in a place like this that goes deeper than memory, deeper than story. It lives in the walls themselves, in the particular way the firelight moves across timber that has absorbed decades of this same light, in the smell of the place that no single generation created, but all of them contributed to. You are resting in that continuity now, in a place that has held sleeping people through countless winter nights before this one, that will hold sleeping people through countless winter nights after. Your rest here tonight is part of something much longer and much larger than a single night. Let your breathing slow to match the breathing of the household around you, the slow, deep breathing of people who have surrendered completely. Let your thoughts grow as quiet as the fire, as quiet as the rain, as quiet as the deep Norse winter night that holds everything in its patient, dark embrace. You are warm, you are sheltered, you are held by these walls and this fire and this night that has been keeping people safe and warm for 1,000 years. The rain falls softly on the roof, the coals breathe their quiet heat, the household sleeps around you. The Norse winter night continues its long, patient watch outside. And you are finally, almost, there. God Natt. Sleep well,